Well, everything behind us is about to change.
We've got an excavator coming in 24 hours, but I think we've got a lot to do.
You see, we're about to take on the biggest project yet, building a tiny cabin in the remote woods. But in order to start its construction, we must accomplish some very important tasks.
Do you think we can get it all done?
Only one way to find out.
Maybe we should make a list.
We should make a list.
You know, if you're making a list of to-dos, you got a lot to do. Our list includes clearing, bucking, limbing, vacuuming, measuring, crating, shoveling, spreading, moving, stumping. Wait, is stumping a word? Oh, and extending our driveway. And obviously petting a dog, because dogs.
This is a big list.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to start with?
Probably the hardest thing.
Do you want to start with the easiest thing? Just get a quick dopamine hit and then the rest will be easy?
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think that's just trim branches because there's like 3 of them.
Okay.
Let's go do that.
And if you are new here, we're Colin and Paige. And after being priced out of the housing market, we bought land in the remote Canadian woods. And with zero building experience, limited funds, and questionable confidence, we're going to build a home ourselves. But before we get there, we're starting small and building a tiny cabin. A project to practice our skills, because as you will soon gather, we have no idea what we're doing.
What the heck, Paige?
That is hilarious.
Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, the to-do list.
Where's the ladder?
It's in the gross bunkie.
It's in the ant dead bunkie? Does that mean I get a look?
Yeah, go check it out.
When we bought this land, it came with 3 cabins. This abandoned, scary one, and these 2 bunkies, which were infested with ants.
It's a state, so I haven't let Colin go in yet so that he could see it with you guys. He could experience it with you guys. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah! That's a slight overreaction. All right, well,
Foam works.
shout out foam. I don't want to do this right now. You want to get the ladder? I think I'll deal with that later. Too much stuff to do. Which one first? This one?
Sure. This is probably the point where you'd want one of those little trimmers, like electric trimmers, but we don't have those. We just have these and a chainsaw. Use what you got, right?
Well, our first quick task is to cut down these overhanging trees so they don't hit any trucks on the way in.
There we go. She dead. Ooh!
Squeeze.
Bye-bye.
No, that's too tall. Well, I cut another branch off camera, and as I was cutting, I got a bee sting, hornet sting. I got some cream on it. It just catches you by surprise.
Yeah, you probably feel like a little baby, but like when it's not expected.
All right, well, hopefully I don't lose my arm. I'll also be chainsawn with one hand.
You call me dramatic.
I mean, she is dramatic. But with these fresh battle wounds, I get back to work. I'm okay, I promise.
So if you can't tell, our plan is use the shears to grab it, bring the whole major branch down so we can then trim it so that we don't have to get on a ladder. Sweet. Whoa, that's way better.
That is way better. This looks pretty good. We got this whole entrance cleared up here. There's just one overhang over there on a maple that's already coming down, so we'll get to it when we do our clearing. There's a wagon there. That means that one's done. Trim branches. And it only took us, what, like 15 minutes, 20 maybe?
Plus a bee sting.
Plus a bee sting. So it's an hour later. I'm just kidding.
All right, time to plan out how far we need to clear.
All these little maples.
These ones can come down.
That one's dead.
Yes,
I think you clear all these little ones.
That trunk's dead. These ones are kind of in the line.
Well, we sort of got a plan. Now it's time to cut. You ready?
Your hair up a bun low enough for the helmet.
If you've been following along on our journey, you know we've done a lot of tree cutting lately. And hopefully this is the last for a while.
I think we're just gonna switch off. Each of us will take a little section, cut, clear, and then hopefully that's enough of a break that we don't get too hot or tired today. Share the load.
Tree cutting leaves you absolutely gassed. We probably shouldn't have done it in the middle of summer. But it now lets us move on to some really, really exciting projects.
That tree was dead.
It already bucked up for us. Probably feels like we never stopped cutting trees. It's because we never stopped cutting trees.
That was your biggest tree yet.
Not bad. Also, people that think I have a mullet, I don't. It's just really long and crazy, so I just hide it.
Did people comment you have a mullet?
Yeah, because I do this, because it's like in a weird length where this comes out.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, biggest tree. Probably not the tallest because it's dead, but it was like...
The most girthy tree you've done.
Anyways, went well. Exploded on impact. Means I don't have to buck it. So,
It bugged itself.
thank you, nature. Go buck yourself.
Did you tighten this?
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, your head's big. Your ego's big.
Very inflated. It actually is just full of air. There's no brains up here. Sometimes I wonder.
All right, back to work. Let's finish this clearing once and for all.
Trees. Trees. Trees.
I feel like I bucked that one up pretty quickly, no?
Bucked it?
Limbed it.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, hello. All right. home stretch. This wasn't supposed to take all day, but here we are. Just lots of trees. So, buckle up.
All right, it's the home stretch. Soon enough, we'll be building a tiny, a cabin, whatever you want to call it.
We got all the little trees around it cleared. This nice big tree, maple tree, and it'll be my biggest.
Paige took down her biggest tree with ease, and we put down the cameras because this was taking forever.
That took basically the whole dang day. No idea where the time went, but through the power of editing, it probably took this many minutes. So I think the only thing we need to do is check it off the list. Only one thing left to do. Okay, well, the next task is to buck up this hemlock. Using the power of movie magic, it should only take probably like 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Cut. You can cut now and go to the montage. Okay. Yo, this is what bit me earlier. This is for sure what bit me earlier. It's like this black and blue hornet with a massive stinger, but it flew away. Still red. Thanks for the gash, hornet thingy-majiggy. All right, back to cutting. Consider it done.
Well, that was a long to-do list yesterday, but at least we got the essentials done. And any moment now, our special guest with their excavator will be showing up. So we've hired Luke. He helped us with our driveway a couple weeks ago. He's gonna be coming back today, helping us with this next stage for a couple of reasons. One, because he's just super knowledgeable and an all-around great guy. And two, because it's surprisingly cheaper to hire somebody to come and help us for a one-day job than it would be to rent an excavator for one day, because the delivery fees just add a bunch extra to it. So
Doesn't make sense, eh?
it doesn't make any sense.
Really, the goal here is to build a house ourselves, but we're not above getting help, because really the focus is to save money. And if that means sometimes getting help, then heck yeah, man.
Before we know it, Luke arrived. And man, is it good to see that machine again. That means big things are about to happen.
Okay, the first task Luke is doing is actually scraping back the driveway, because we're going to extend it back further to where we're going to build a tiny. But this will allow us to not only bring materials much closer to where the tiny build will be, but just get in and out for whatever we need. And he's here, so we might as well. And he's honestly like, can do a piece of driveway in like 3 seconds. So why not, right?
This is cool. I missed the excavator last time, so I'm super excited. It's very cool. He's also really fast. Wow. He's been doing this for like 3 minutes and he's already almost done.
You know, days like this are really exciting because we've spent the last few weeks cleaning up the land and taking down trees for this moment, and everything's gonna happen so fast. And it's just the nature of doing what we're doing is it takes a while to do some things, then it all comes together. And today's one of those days where it's all gonna come together. Also, we only get to spend a few days at a time, so things just take forever.
It's true though, we only get to come up a couple days at a time between working and editing these videos, and sometimes we feel like we're getting nothing done. And that's why Luke's here, so that we can get a lot done today, hopefully.
It's really cool to see Luke just absolutely rip through that old rotten log. I don't know if the old owners were planning on saving it at one point, because there's just a massive tarp that's just wrapped and tangled throughout it, and it's just making it a little bit harder. So he has gone in and kind of chopped up the log a little bit further. Honestly, it was so dry that he just ripped through this massive log in like 2 seconds flat. Benji's excited, as you can tell. Hey, bud. Just wants to be part of all the action. While there's not much we can do while he's actually working, it's a good show.
It's honestly so cool to watch someone gifted in their craft. And it's wild to think how powerful these machines are and how difficult it would have been to do this type of earth moving before machinery. But we decided to leave Luke to his wizardry and tackle another item on our list.
Good news is the ants be gone. I'm saying that because it was what the can was called. The ant killer worked for sure. And I don't see any new piles of dust anywhere. So that's a really good sign. I think if we just vacuum up what's here, the ants, any remnants that we maybe missed last time, give it a week or so, see if there's any new ants or any new dust piles. And then I think we're good to finally use this bunkie as storage, because we really need it.
And thank you all for the tips and tricks on how to deal with them. We are planning to cut back the trees and foliage around the bunkies and spray foam the gaps for a temporary solution. But I mistakenly cut that footage from last week's episode.
We'll have to come back and make sure we clear some vegetation as well, just to make sure that there's no extra moisture. There's a little bit of leaves around the bunkie, and just make sure we're getting both the physical as well as the chemical control on them there.
Yeah, that's my bad. I always cut footage because I feel like people don't want to hear us talk. Let me know in the comments if you want us to explain more. Okay, back to work.
Well, that started out very confident that they were all gone, only to discover they've recolonized.
Wow, there's just some stragglers.
There's definitely some stragglers, so maybe it's best that we just hit it again.
Hit it.
It's way better than it was, though. This is manageable.
It's night and day difference from last time.
All right, time for round 2. Time to finally get these suckers.
All right, well, they're panicking.
This cute boy. Hi. Oh, there's so many sticks coming up for you.
So as we dig into our first projects on the land, we've been needing alternative off-grid power solutions to make these projects happen. And thank you to Blue Eddy for sponsoring this video and powering our projects. So we've been using this Blue Eddy Apex 300 for over a month now, and we've used it in a whole bunch of different ways. It's an all-in-one power station with over 2.7 kilowatt hour capacity with expandable battery packs for even more power. We've been using it to power our saws, vacuums, and other tools around the land while we are currently off the grid. It charges easily with the Blue Eddy PV350D portable solar panel that is easy to move around. Having used a couple different portable solar panel options while on the road, this is by far the highest quality and most efficient panel we've ever used. But what we're really excited about is the Blue Eddy D1 Power Hub, which allows you to use the Apex 300 with 12 volt. But to be honest, what we're really excited about with the D1 is to be able to use 12 volt in our future tiny house. Things like a fridge, maybe a diesel heater, whatever we dream up in this tiny that's 12 volt, this thing's gonna handle it. Because it has a 50 amp Anderson output, which also means you could use this in things like an RV, camper van, or so many different off-grid uses. This system really is just such a versatile unit, using it for portable power like us and scaling it with extra batteries all the way to a powerful home backup system. So if you're interested in the Blue Eddy Apex 300, its D1 Power Hub or solar panel, check out the link in the description below. And thank you to Blue Eddy for making this portion of the build possible. All right, Paige is probably wondering where I snuck off to. Probably get back to work. So at this point, Luke is actually taking all the stumps out in the tiny house area, mainly so that we can take all those stumps and all those dead trees, start pushing them to the opposite side of the land. Later on, when it starts getting rainier and colder, we can maybe burn the brush pile or start wood chipping.
At this point, we just sit back and enjoy the show, and it's wild to watch him work. And how much progress you can make with an excavator boggles our mind.
So while Luke was working, he stopped for a second and I asked him if he has any specific techniques and how he does this. The main thing he said is when you need a lot of leverage, take the bucket and you pin it against the ground and then you curl in because that has the most amount of force. Everything he's learned is just by watching other excavator operators early in his career, picking up on things here and there as he gains experience, which makes sense. Just like anything, right? Okay, at this point, Luke has made his way to the main part of our build site, and he's starting to make a pile of brush, including smashing down one of the trees that we've yet to delimb, breaking off a bunch of the branches to kind of condense it, which is a great way. When you have a machine that's so powerful, it can save you some headache doing the limbing and cutting. But he's making fast work of it, and it's really coming together.
Well, I guess Luke did this for us. Thanks, Luke.
Well, this driveway portion is a little softer than when we first did the driveway. It was quite firm and compact. So I'm gonna check how much fabric we have, because I definitely didn't tell Paige. We probably don't need fabric this time. How much do we have left? That is the question. And a couple rolls. It's 1/2 roll, 1 full roll. Well, there's a chance that this is enough. A small chance. And if you remember last time, I was pretty sour about not getting a 10-foot wide roll.
Flashback.
Would have been better if we bought 10-foot wide, but all this happened so fast. This is what they had at Home Depot. I wish we got 10 footer. The wind's picking up and now it's very hard. Oh my God, why did I buy 4 foot?
End of flashback.
But here we are with 3 foot wide rolls.
We just got word that the gravel truck is on its way, so Luke's just switching gears right now. So now he's just gonna grade the driveway for us quickly. That way Colin and I can go in, hopefully lay some fabric.
So we're scooping up some gravel that's loose around the driveway so that we can hold down the fabric. All right, well, we're still stuck with the 3 foot landscaping fabric because we're dumb and didn't prepare.
I'm gonna interject for an I told you so moment. I told you so.
I told us so.
Not the kind of person to say I told her so, but you know what? I told her so.
She definitely got toe-to-sewed. But to be honest, these 3 foot rolls don't work too bad. You just have to give a healthy overlap and weigh them down with all this gravel. But in the end, it still works pretty decently.
Paige's first dump truck experience.
That was awesome. I hid inside with Benji, but I watched through the window and the truck driver kind of said hello to Benji beforehand and was very careful not to make the boom go boom.
The big boom.
Yeah, he was very careful. He says he doesn't like to do that, and it's just nice that we didn't scare Benji on top of that.
Yeah, which is why you were inside.
Yes, we were.
Not because you were scared of the dump truck.
No, but because we didn't want to scare Benji.
I had my headphones ready in case of the boom because it's jarring. Didn't need them. Good job, truck man, delivery guy. Luke's about to drive all over this fabric that we just put down, so we're using as much gravel as we can to add weight to it so that it doesn't move. Which is why in the first episode of doing the driveway, I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off.
I did feel kind of bad because we thought, okay, well, we have an excavator. Obviously, this is our first time doing the driveway. What more is there than them just dumping off the load of gravel and the excavator doing the work? I hardly heard from Colin that day, and he came home and he's like, oh my God, that was so much work. I didn't stop moving all day. And then I saw the footage and I was like, probably should have been there to help. But now I'm just here to hold the camera and I'm not really helping.
You know, our videos are usually like, what, 25 minutes? But it's like multiple days put into one. Never goes this fast. And even then, our videos, we hilariously get nothing done. Because all we do is blah, 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 right, Paige?
Yeah, you don't shut the f up.
Yeah, you could hear me underwater, apparently. Well, and if anyone actually knew me, knew that I'm not that talkative. It's just the editing. We just go, all the funny moments. From 5 hours of footage, 25 minutes, makes sense. Blah, 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 okay, bye.
Work smarter, not harder.
In my case, neither.
You tired there, sir?
Huh?
Said you tired?
I'm a frickin',
You're moving like there's nothing left.
I'm absolutely jello.
Yeah, you're doing a great job though.
Naturally, I took over camera duties and let Paige do some work.
Wow, great job. Okay, we're all done the fabric. Luke's about to spread out the first load. We'll try to beat the dump truck driver that's coming back.
And after breaking a sweat, I gotta sit back and watch the magic happen. It's wild how fast he can do this.
While Luke works away, I think we should go do another task. What do you think, Colin?
What's that for?
Going fishing.
What'd you catch?
Jack sh.
Where are we going?
On an adventure.
Well, something we've been meaning to do for a long while is
What are you doing?
I was trying to tighten it. Measure how far we have to run power lines. Either way, bench. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go. Bye. We are searching for our hydro pole. There it is. Okay, pull it tight. Paige,
Hello? Earth to Paige?
you got it? All right, how far is this? I thought Paige was staying at the top of the hill. She went all the way to where we're gonna put our temporary surface. Bit of a dipsy doodle, eh?
It's about 200 feet from here to the pole, and that's what the dipsy doodles. And then we'll end up putting our meter base somewhere between me and the clearing we just made. So if you can see the outhouse, 5-10 feet past the outhouse.
What you fishing for? Catch a big fish?
It's coming.
What about cute dog? There's our fish.
You know what we caught? A non-high voltage line, because it's less than 500 feet.
So we're 200 here, and just go a little bit past the pooper. That's good. Just to the pooper could be our thing.
Another 40.
Instead of doing a temporary meter base, we're contemplating the idea of just keeping an exterior meter base outside, so it will be permanent forever. And the meter base from the hydro company will be put there, in addition to an exterior panel, and then from there, we'll break hydro lines from there throughout the land. We were originally thinking the hydro line would cut across, but there's so much bedrock that could pose an issue. So instead, we're gonna put the hydro line across here where there's much more dirt. That way we can dig the 18 inches required to get the hydro cable down enough. Well, another easy task done. So what was it in total? 300 feet?
Approximately.
Approximately 300 feet to the pooper from the hydro line. Anything under 500 feet is good, because after 500 feet, you start needing a transformer, high voltage.
The dollar signs go up.
Nothing better than checking things off the list. And while we were gone, Luke got to work, even cutting down this big dead tree, so we didn't have to, because that's too big for us. Thanks, Luke.
All the stumps are pulled, the ground is mostly backfilled and leveled now. It's really looking like a build site now. So it's looking really, really good. He's done an amazing job.
I even got my chaps on to help limb this tree, so Luke didn't have to jump out of the machine. Teamwork, right?
So I think this clear hydro line was a bit ambitious for the last couple days. So what do you think, a check or a cross?
I think cross that one off.
Cross that one off, but remove stumps. I think that's a check. Extend driveway. That's also a check. Level the tiny area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's also a check.
Wait, I have one more. I haven't pet a dog yet. Check. That's the best one yet.
Meanwhile, Luke spreads the rest of the second load, and Paige returns back with quite a find.
Someone bears gifts.
I'm proud of this one. This is a dump, a transfer station find, not a dump find this time. Someone left behind this amazing thing that we can use. I'm so proud of it. And look at it compared to the truck bed, and then look at it compared to my muscles. I did this all on my own.
Pretty cute how proud of herself she was. Don't know what that foot action is, but either way, good job.
A massive window. This part goes in here and then it slides.
And what was our dream for this tiny house?
We wanted one really big window. Ta-da, I found it for free.
As the night draws near, we can't help but take a moment to reflect on all the progress that we've made these past 2 days.
Wow, guys, look at this. It is so open and clear. I can see, it's incredible.
With Luke still here and a pile of leftover gravel, we decided to use it to create a base for the tiny, marking off the rough measurements for the aggregate, and this will save us from renting a machine in the next couple weeks and save our backs from doing it by hand. But we will save the grading and leveling for another day.
Bye, Luke. Thank you. Well, miss, what do you think?
I was not expecting this much of a transformation, I'm not gonna lie. Wow.
Well, I honestly feel like this is one of those wow moments in the process where you can really start seeing it come together. So much was done today. I don't even know how this video is gonna turn out. It was nuts. Really grateful for Luke's help and really excited for what's to come. Holy crap, we're gonna build stuff in the next couple weeks.
Yep. Where we're standing, this is nuts.
A few months ago, we bought this land with nothing but a dream, not knowing anything about building. And while some weeks are better than others, projects big and small and everything in between, we feel like we're finally starting to see real progress.
It's crazy. This is a wow moment. Well, I guess you're gonna have to subscribe and follow along because stuff's about to get crazy. You ready?
Nope.
And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.